Hi everyone, like we spoke last time, today we will lubricate our seals around the car, especially the roof. So if you're considering to buy convertible roof, BMW or any car, I would recommend you to do this at least twice a year. If you're not ready for it, because how you can see there's so many parts there and potentially any of them can break anytime. So if you're not ready for it, think twice before buying this car. But at least maintaining rubbers you will have to do at least twice a year. Once we finish this, in the end, I will show you one thing more, which possibly no one is doing, but I will double check it as a preventive maintenance as well. Let's go. So, for the drains, we will need bottle of San Pellegrino, and I will show you where you can have a leaks. Well, it's a joke, it's just the water inside. So the most common places, it's in connections here, where you have drainage hole inside. So mine was blocked when we bought the car. So you have two options. You can just pour some water inside, just gently there, and just be careful, don't put too much, because otherwise it will go inside of the cabin. And how we can see, it's all disappearing inside, and it will drop underneath of the car. It will come from here somewhere. So it's all clean. Mine was blocked when we bought the car, so to fix it, you can use one of these guys. Just fill it with the water, maybe some kind of warm water if you have access. Just put it to the hole, and with some pressure inside, even there is some dirty leaves or something, it will push it inside, push it out. So, and you will clean these holes. Exactly same thing from the other side. So I would say these two places, it's fairly easy to clean, and it's most common causing the leaks on this connection with the windscreen. So another common place when we have leaks over there in the connections of second and third part, the back of the roof. In my case, sometimes I have few drops here as well. For example, today in the morning, because now we have quite strong rain every day, and again, it depends on what incline, when the car is parked on the hill or wherever, it can cause that some drops will be here. It's all happening because of this place where the original rubbers, they have some butyl or silicone inside, like a factory, and when it's not already sealed properly, the water which stays in this place, it can squeeze inside and go this way up and down in the cabin. To fix it, you just need to clean all the old rubber, all this thing inside, and you can buy for like few pounds the original one. I think it's called butyl, something like that, and just refill it with the original one and stick this rubber to the metal part. I will leave this for the summer season, because now we have rain every 10 minutes in UK. That's why there's no point to start this job, and I don't have really big leaks, it's just a few drops, and it's not every time when it's on the strong wind and strong rain. But yeah, in the summertime, or if you live in the warm countries, you have this problem. Just clean everything inside, put the new seal inside, stick these rubbers to the metal part, and it will fix the water going inside of this part. Exactly everything the same. We have another part, other side of the car. I would say even on this side, that's where my problem is. Exactly the same. If you have some drops inside, check your seal over here. You can just lift it, probably there will be some debris or something, just clean it, and if the original butyl or whatever it's not already strong enough, just replace it, rub it off, clean it, and put a new one. I think I saw on eBay like for £2 the tube, so you can push it inside. Just make sure you cover all the painted parts here, so it's not gonna make a mess, and it should fix. And yeah, same over here. That's basically, that's it. Where that was my big problem when I bought the car. The leaks was here, and both of them they've been blocked. This one, it started just in the last year, and how I told, only when it's like really strong rain or some thunderstorm, so I'm not really worried about this. So at the moment we will take some wet wipes. I will use for the leather just because they contain some cream as well, but basically I will just start cleaning all the rubbers here, all the seals, so the front ones, basically everywhere where you will see some connections and the rubber seals, everything. You need to clean it properly before we will apply some silicone or something. So yeah, I will start it, and after I will show you what I'm doing next. Okay guys, we finished with the cleaning. How you can see, even I'm doing this twice a year, so much dirt there. Especially in UK we have some mold start growing inside. So if you never done it before, it will be even much worse. So for the seals, we're gonna use this liquid moly gummy fletch or something like that. So I'm buying it from the Amazon. I bought it like 2 years ago when I bought the car, and it's still alright. There is still something, so it will last for ages. I will put the links in the description down below for this item. Just one thing about this sponge on top. So because my all the seals, probably no one were lubricating them before, they're quite hard, and especially they have been harder when I bought the car. So don't push the sponge too much, because if you will push it too hard like me, it will rub off against this hard rubber here. But it's still working. I'm just will push it. There is still something, so I would say one bottle for 2 years. It's completely enough. So that's how it works. We will just push it. Probably you use it before. I would recommend you use it not only for the convertibles, but even just to protect the standard door seals. Basically every car seals in the boot, bonnet, everywhere. I will highly recommend you to use this kind of items, or just a silicone if you cannot find them, just to make all the rubber softer, because all these rubbers, they're very expensive. Door ones, I think roof, you cannot buy them separately, you need to buy whole set. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it was like that. And with doors, it's very expensive as well, so it's better to take care about them as much as we can.
do.
We finished with all rubbers. How I recommend you, I did as well. All doors, boot lid, basically everywhere where I could find some seal, I lubricated. As well, I would recommend you, after you close the roof, just lubricate connections on top. Yes, it will make some dirty line on the metal part, but you will go car wash, it will be gone. Just to make sure that every possible place of these rubbers, they will be lubricated, because they're expensive and I wouldn't recommend to start replacing them to anyone. So we need to keep them as long as possible. Yeah, I did all the door seals as well, everything. I hope it will be enough for the winter, and after winter time I will do it again. So now I have just a lithium grease or some grease which you like. I bought this just because it was nice price, and that's it. The only one thing which I don't like about this grease, it's a white color. I think on my daily Ford Mondeo they're using white grease as a original OEM, but I would say if you're able to find clear or the black one, maybe it will look much better than the white. But the most important in this case, to make sure is do the job. That's why it's easy. Every connection which you will find, every movement, take some cloth, protect your leather interior or whatever interior you have from the leakages inside, and basically just spray gently. As well, be careful with these cloths, which is like roof lining, because it can make some white, in my case, white dirty spots as well there. To be honest with this thing, I can see that even from previous time, it's still working quite smooth. So only the rubbers, they really need to be cleaned, but the connections, if you're using the good grease, they will stay longer. So we'll lubricate all the seals, we'll lubricate all the moving parts. Now I will do with you one thing which possibly no one is doing. So we will check hydraulic fluid inside of the roof mechanism. So I believe it's supposed to be here, and I think it's 10 millimeters. This fluid is all lifelong, like all BMW liquids, but in this case it's literally can stay there. It don't need to be replaced, but we will check the level. Usually if you have problem with the operating roof, so it's take more time to open and close the roof, it can be caused by wrong level or low level of the hydraulic liquid. So that's the pump, that's the reservoir where you can see plus sign, and the plus sign means that's basically the level where your hydraulic fluid is supposed to be. So if it's lower than plus, it's need to be top up. If it's like that or higher, it's completely all right. So maybe just in case I will feel it later, I would need to check what liquid is going there. Is it the same like on steering? I don't think so. Well, if your fluid is too low and you have some issues with the roof, you can take these two parts out and it will give you some movement of the pump, so you can lift it. With taking this out, you can just turn it on the right one side, and you can unscrew that bolt and gently fill it up if it's needs to be done in your case. This pump don't need to be bleeded, so it's doing everything by itself. But just if you've never done it before, I would recommend you just double check. I'm pretty sure that no one is doing it. Just check the level. In our case, everything is alright. This is the bleeding screw, but we don't need to use it. So only if the level is too low, use the side screw to fill it up. That's it. Okay guys, we managed to finish everything. In UK it's quite difficult because it's rainy every 10 minutes. I'm all wet, but we're all done. So I'm not gonna repeat again that we done basically all the rubbers which you can find. I done engine bay as well, so every door, boot lids, engine bay, and of course convertible roof. So we put the grease on all movements, all connections. Everything is done, so it will last for a winter time 100%. So next time maybe we will do it after the winter, maybe summertime, because they're quite old and doesn't look that someone took care about them before. I'm trying to do it as much often as I can. For me, I would recommend you, if you want to buy convertible roof or you already have it, do it as much as you can, so twice, 3 times a year, because all the seals, they are very expensive, and believe me, you don't want to replace them. Apart of that, I'm completely happy with my E93 with the convertible roof. I'm completely happy with how it works, how it's operating. Yes, from time to time I have some drops inside. It's not, I wouldn't call it leak, it's just a few drops of the water, which is completely alright. How I showed you, you can fix the drops in the rear part of the roof. I will do it as well, but summertime will be better because now it's raining every time. So yeah, it's all done with this case. Now we can enjoy the winter, and see you in the next video.